Hi, David Finkel here, author of The Freedom Formula. In the last two videos, I've talked about the offensive and defensive pieces that we call strategic depth, about building our company, our department, our team to be independent of any one person, so that if Judy needed to be away to take care of her elderly parents, or if Sean needed to step away to take care of his own health, that the company, my department, my team can go on and still cover for each other and thrive. We said it was based on three elements: the systems that we have about documenting how we get great stuff done, the actual cross-training of team members so that multiple people can play parts or roles functionally inside of our team, and finally the culture that says this is just how we do things in our company. So if this is early on for you, you might say, well, David, that all sounds great, but if I were to bring this up with my team, what they all would hear is, how do we make each other dispensable? And that's not at all what I'm talking about here. So I want to share with you briefly in 60 seconds how I would share that with your team if I were in your role. I would simply get my team together and I would talk about it and say, hey, look, the realities of life are that things happen. People can get hurt and ill. We have family members that might need our attention, whether it's our kids or our parents. Heaven forbid a spouse gets transferred and we want to go with them. And we want to make sure that everyone here is protected, that we have durability in what we do. And so we're going to be focusing here in the coming years ahead, months and years, about how do we build strategic depth? How do we build such a way that we have good coverage, that we can back each other up, so that if someone did, heaven forbid, need to take a leave of absence, that when they came back, they would come back to a team that really had covered for them in their absence, not a mess. And so when they come back, they can kind of hit the ground running. And that's something I want us to do together for a team. How do you guys feel about that? When I say strategic depth, how does that impact you? So notice how I framed it for people. And I would encourage you to seed that meeting with some individual conversations with key influential people before that, so you get them thinking on this right frame. And then you're going to ask the questions, the things like, what's a simple thing we could each of us do, one thing this quarter, that would increase strategic depth as you touch it in the company? Can I show someone else how to do something that right now only I can do? Can I document a certain relationship which right now might be scattered in my inbox of my email versus actually in our CRM? Could I write out and do a screenshot, series of screenshots for how to use a particular system that right now only a few of us know how to do, but this would give instructions for everybody, right? Just this idea that each quarter we make it part of our common vocabulary and discussion, so that we increase strategic depth quarter by quarter by quarter by quarter.